Yo, we are back with some more best of 10 action. All right, so what have we seen so far? We've seen Meal Solutions versus Smokester. The initial best of 10 ended in a 5-5. Then the next best of 10 to decide the ultimate victor, only on stubs, ended in a tie again, 5-5. So we'll have to figure out how to settle that score somehow. Anyway, we're moving into the next official best of 10 against none other than Tar mminter. Mminter is a up and coming ProTA player who is already pretty good and very quickly becoming even better. He has just, I would say, just natural gaming talent. For me, I have to work very hard to improve at games, and for him, it seems to come pretty easily and naturally. So, um, this should be very challenging for me. I honestly probably don't expect to win many games, especially if you look here at the map list. They are not all maps that really suit me too much. So let's look through them real quick. V Lakeshore, Pro Moon Quartet, Ring Atoll, Tar Stubs, we all know that one. Tar Hydroplane Beach, Wasteland. This is actually Postal's map that is not on TAF yet. We were generously gifted the map, so we will we'll play it, but no one else will be able to access it unless you have gotten the file privately. The Etorrep Glacier. I don't know how to pronounce that. Etorrep, whatever. Pro Trout Farm, Pro Painted Desert, and Tar Con Air. This is a pretty interesting map list. Most air maps that I play have been smaller. I know Con Air is kind of on the larger side, so I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. Painted Desert, I've played a good bit. Trout Farm, I think I've only played a couple times, but it's a traditional like urban reclaim type. So hopefully we'll be able to build a lot and have some epic battles, all that stuff. Subs, we all pretty know what to expect. Hydroplane Beach. This kind of reminds me of like Gods of War, or even the fan favorite uh, Gillette. Very similar to that. So I expect C, maybe hovers to come into play. Wasteland, Postal made the map, so I'm sure you can guess what that's going to be like. Etorrep Glacier. This one really intrigues me, and it will be our game one. Basically, we each start in the middle on each end, and in the middle on the land, I should say. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. Ring Atoll. This is obviously a C map. I haven't looked at the starting positions. I would assume like you start on one of the outer islands. Yeah, I don't know. I'm traditionally okay in the sea, so hopefully that carries over. See about that. Moon Quartet. I have only played this in team games, I believe, and yeah, I don't really know what to expect. I'll say that I'm not very good overall at protecting my expansion. So, with a completely wide open map like this, I expect to lose a ton of cons. It'll probably be pretty frustrating for me to play because, like, when I make mistakes that I know that I should do better with, it really gets to me. Like, it'll impact my gameplay a lot. That is something I really need to work through. And when something bad happens, just don't worry about it and move on. But anyway, I expect that one to be an almost sure loss because I am very bad at keeping track of my opponents on wide open maps like that. And V Lakeshore, this reminds me of a there's some like snow or ice world map that kind of has a similar layout where there's a sea portion in the middle. I forget the name of it, but anyway, it reminds me of that. where, you'll K-bots or vehicles on the outer and then try to control the sea in the middle. Yeah, looking forward to it. Again, I don't expect to win many of these games, if any. So, I don't know. Let's just have some fun. All right, game 1 coming up now. All right, here we are, game 1 of the MEALSOLUTIONS mminter best of 10. I am on the right in my teal. Mr. mminter is in white on the left. And so this map, Etorrep, I don't know how the correct pronunciation. It's a weird map. So you each start at the end of this little passage in the middle. At the bottom there's sea with some metal. Is that reclaim? What? I don't know. And then up here there's a pretty big ledge and a bunch of metal deposits. So for being this size map, there's a lot of metal. Kind of surprised me, and should go without saying that, like, we've never played this map. I actually think that this may be the first time that anybody has ever actually played it, at least on this iteration of TAF. I know that there was some sort of like crash or something, so the database got corrupt or lost for a little bit. So currently on TAF, this is the only game. But anyway, my idea here, as you can see, was to go 1 mechs, K-bot lab, and AKs. I was hoping to be able to split them enough so that something would get through, and that I would be able to at least get a mechs or a couple wins or something. He's probably going to be able to see me pretty soon, because the radar should cover me. He does have the 1 AK out. Just built a con. See me spread out a lot. He immediately gets an MT and 2 MTs up, so he saw me on the radar. He's pulling his AK back. 3 MTs. Oh man, I didn't realize that. Yeah, 3 MTs. AK up. That one died immediately. This one, I don't even get the mechs. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. So that attack did literal nothing. I just gave him that metal. Jeez. Okay, so behind that, I got out my cons, got some couple more mexes, and what's happening is I know that he has an advantage since he got his mexes capped early and he got these units out to defend. I know that he's probably going to be pushing soon, so I'm like, I need to get up so I can get some MTs up for his counter attack. So that is my plan. And I have my AK spread out to see where he's coming from. Check my radar. Yeah. Also need to get a radar up here too. And then he's just steady pushing out crashers. It's also something to note is that I don't have much experience playing against crashers and slashers. So seeing how I defend this will be interesting. And you can see that he's pushing his con all the way up. He knows that I had to push back, so all of this is fair game as far as territory for him to take, and he's accurately bringing his cons up, building a forward radar so that he can target with his crashers, and he'll be capping these mexes. Who marked what? What? Where is that marker? It's white, so I can't see it in the snow. There it is. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Like, I know he's got stuff up here, but I'm thinking like this amount of MTs, it should be okay. Like, as you can see, my MTs seem to outrange the crashers, so I'm feeling all right. Like, I am a little bit concerned that he's going to just lock me in here. So I have an idea to get my commander up here and try to like degun down, but he can see me moving up, and it looks like he's repositioning down a little bit. Yeah, so I'm also trying to figure out what units I need to use to try to combat this. Yeah, you can see me coming over here now, hoping to get a miracle D-gun. I wonder, does he know? Yeah, he can see me. Okay, let's check out what he's doing back at home real quick. Nothing, just pushing out more crashers. So at this point, I'm very concerned. He didn't give me an opportunity to D-gun. I know my MTs aren't going to be able to hold him off, because he'll be able to put out units quicker than I can MTs, and I'm thinking I need some sort of advantage. So I bring my commander up here, thinking that I can maybe do some bombing, like take out his mexes and winds and stuff, and then I'll be able to control the top and get all that metal. All the while he's got this force pushing in hard. And these crashers are a little tankier than I thought, at least from MTs. Yeah, so air lab, how's my... What did I put no shake on? I'm stalling on metal. That's always fun. I have 4 cons guarding out storms, so that's not helpful for my metal. Yeah, speaking of metal, let's check the totals. Not toll. He's a K ahead. Where's his commander? Building another lab. Okay. Yeah, so I swapped into storms, thinking that maybe they'll have enough HP to combat the crashers. And I mean, they are lasting longer, but the crasher missile range and accuracy is just so much better than the storm. You can see I'm already starting on my bomber. And I really need to be able to reclaim, but him having the long-range missiles is not good. Like this con, he's just gonna die. Maybe he doesn't. Wow. Him getting a con up here to reclaim, that's bad. That's still the first bomber? I think so. Yeah, so ideally what I would love to do is to get a few bombers stacked so that I can try to take out a lab. I thought about that for a moment, but when I was looking at this, seeing how far he's able to push up, I was like, I don't think I have enough time to wait for that. So I go ahead and send them out. And if you know me at all, you'll know that my bombing is not good, especially when it comes to elevation. So it'll be interesting to see what I do. I get 1 max, 2 max, and dead. I also noticed that he was pretty good with targeting my bombers, so I don't think he was able to react in time to get that one. But now he knows that I'm bombing, and he's probably going to be checking his radar pretty often to look for bombers. And I wouldn't be surprised if he puts out a couple more MTs too. And as you can see, he built a vehicle lab too. It'll be interesting, like, if I give up all this, but still control the top, and I, completely take over the top with vehicles or K-bots or something. And I'll already have air, so maybe I can last to get an advanced air lab out or something. I could see a brawler, or I guess in this case rapier snipe, that could come in. We shall see. Yeah, he's just steady sending units. I'm kind of surprised he didn't build any additional MTs, knowing that I'm going bombers. But wait a second. What's going on here? Where am I going? What is happening? You can see that he's about to completely overrun here. And that kind of gives you an idea of what is going on here. I know that my, did that thing just, yeah, the laser just hit my bomber, dang it. Yeah, he pre-targeted that. But I know that this is gone. And in my head, I'm thinking, I don't have, there's not enough time for me to get enough built up on the top to be able to contest what he already has. So I'm like, I just need to go in for a draw. So let's see if he sees me coming and will do something. So I'm trying to just come in here and go bop, degun him. I knew he was up here from that last bomber. That when I sent that bomber in, that was my main goal, was to see if I could find his commander. I'm getting close, I'm getting close. Come on. Yes. But I get here, I go to degun, and my energy's gone. So I'm like, no. Look at this. Oh, an instant draw. I freaked out when I didn't have enough energy. What I had to do was, my lab was still going, so I had to go back to my lab, cancel the production, and then wait like a second for the energy to build up and get my D gun off. But yeah, that was pretty funny. With how he was radar targeting my bombers, I was like, surely he sees me coming. Like, there's no way he's just gonna let me walk down there and get him. But I I don't know. I guess it, like, the actual implications of what I was doing maybe just didn't register for him. Like, he saw my little teal dot moving, and he's thinking like, that's interesting, I wonder what that is. And then, like, never connected it to what could potentially happen. Yeah, it was fun. So game 1 ends in a draw. Let me pull up the little list real quick. All right, here you can see the Etorrep Glacier. Got the nice little troll face because I went and trolled him with my comm, gave him a kiss on the mouth, and got the draw. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure I said earlier, I don't expect to win many of these games. Minter is very good, and he's improving very quickly. But it'll be fun to just try out some stuff and get these games in. So yeah, game 1 is in the books. It is a draw, or a troll face in this case. So yeah, See you around for the next one. Bye bye.